It happened again here by Violet. Leenock thought that his invested account was going to be big enough to break through with invested Terrans. It wasn't. Violet made the defense, and now he's made Game 3 possible.
Yes, he has. This is Game 8 of the original Best of 5 series. This new Best of 3 is now down to a Best of 1 between Azubu, Violet, FXO, Leenock. The final map, ladies and gentlemen. Are you still awake?
It's going to be Cloud Kingdom. It's going to be Cloud Kingdom, the last map to decide who will be the champion of IPL 5.
All right, we are loading into the map, ladies and gentlemen, and for the last time in this tournament, let's hear the hype, let's hear the noise. Here we go!
IPL 5. Welcome to IPL 5 Cloud Kingdom.
Here we are, the final map of an unbelievable tournament from every single player here. And also, before we start this map, I would like to give a quick shout out to everyone that's worked so hard to make this tournament possible. All of the IPL 5 staff. Thank you very much for your hard work throughout this tournament. You have been astonishing.
That's right, and of course, Gom coming here, everybody has had so much fun watching Gom's production here. Those guys have worked very hard as well. And then, of course, you've got the sponsors and the players, too.
You do. You really, really do. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we just have a round of applause for everyone in the room? That would be great. All of you deserve that round of applause as well. You have been a fantastic audience throughout this tournament. It's been a great event for everyone concerned, and I hope that you've had a great deal of fun. Okay, final map. Let's get serious, ladies and gentlemen. Down to the southwest position in the red trunks, known to some as the eOnZerG. You may know him as
Azubu Violet.
Can he make it happen? Can he realize that dream? This man stands in his way and says, not today. In the northeast position in the blue trunks, also playing Zerg. The Leenock, it is
FXO Leenock.
Identical builds once again in this game.
Yep.
As we see both players, or we actually don't see speed being researched, not quite yet for Violet.
Interesting.
He will get it in a second though. Did squeeze out a couple of drones a little bit earlier on.
Now, I was going to say before this series, before we started thanking everyone and everything was awesome, that we should thank him too, by the way. He's been great. Thank you, Heaven Dom, for your excellent observing, and also big shout out to Startail Legend. Anyway, as I was going to say, before this series, it's either going to go one of two ways on the last map. Either someone goes crazy and decides to throw in a ridiculous all-in rush just to try and close out the series, or we just see identical super safe builds with both players reverting back to their most comfortable styles.
It's match point. It's a tournament-winning map on Cloud Kingdom. Both players have opted, as you said, to play safe. Leenock's thrown down an evolution chamber very early on here.
We might see that same +1 carapace style and the +2 follow-up timing, which was very effective there for Leenock.
We'll see. That's the, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Carapace here. The timing of it again is going to line up for when you take a third.
Yep.
And then we're going to see Leenock with a bit of advantage in the Ling-Baneling wars. He could throw down the Roach upgrade early on, the missile attack for a Roach timing, but it is going to be the Carapace.
All right. Well, Leenock's going to actually get a little bit of nibble going on right here. Takes down a drone. Okay, good start right there for Leenock. Absolutely. Going to be chasing around. He's going to get into the main base. And funnily enough, didn't this happen exactly the same way? But I believe Violet actually pulled it off the last time around.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players have been doing little moves like this. And Leenock actually scouted the layer here.
Yeah.
At 6 minutes, he knows what he's kind of playing against. Going to be 2 base, most likely infested. On a map like Cloud Kingdom, Mulus are good, but they're not that good here.
All right, well, he's building yet another round of drones, not going hyper-aggressive, and he has no real need to. We've got a couple of defensive banelings coming out right here from Violet, and he has no real intention of attacking as of yet, because he's put down yet another round of drones. But Violet gets into the base, gets a good scout right here. He will look to try and take out a drone, and he gets one as well. So that's a nice little win there, and about as even as this game could possibly get thus far.
Yep, and they're about to approach the maximum amount of drones for their bases. So we're going to see Link production very shortly, as we have 14 already on the way for Leenock.
Yep.
And Violet should be wanting to make his very soon, as well as both players wanted to take their third, as Leenock does.
Yep.
For the first.
Grabs in immediately, and that's actually really good here for Leenock, because there is no aggression coming out of Violet at all, whereas this attempted +1 Carapace timing will be coming in against Violet.
Well, it's about time for the Link War.
Yep.
Let's see how this is going to go down. It's going to come down to Micro, who detonates better, who dodges and splits better as well, as Leenock makes his charge across the map.
Well, there's quite a few banelings already here for Violet, more than one might have expected, perhaps. Maybe he was predicting that this would come in, but let's see the control here from Leenock. It's been astonishing throughout this series. Will it be enough once again? Goes in, and one goes down, trading for 3. Not the best trade there for Leenock initially, and also one of Leenock's picked off there by Violet. And, oh, a huge detonation goes off, and that's all of Violet's banelings out of the way.
That's right, and Carapace is kicked in now for Leenock, who is, Violet with a nice little maneuver, but the surround comes on the spine crawler.
He can't deploy, actually, at this point. He's trying to actually place creep so he can deploy the spine crawler, but it's dead already.
And Leenock continues the pressure, but Violet is holding strong.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a mistake there, losing that baneling, but he is holding strong at the moment. Leenock's going to continue the pressure. Yeah,
Violet's lost a bit more resources, of course. He lost more gas because, of course, a lot more banelings were detonated there. But the fact of the matter is he still holds his third base, and he's going to have to continue to be on the defensive at the moment. Banelings coming in, and we're going to have to see a good trade one way or the other. Not a great trade there initially. A second one goes up, and Violet's spine crawler in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, that hatchery is at 50% as well.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the detonations. They're actually all happening close to the hatchery anyway, so that's actually additional damage that's been inflicted right there. Leenock takes down the spine crawler.
Is Leenock going to be able to break this hatchery? It's going to be close. There are a lot of links.
Hello! Oh, you're trapped! You ain't going anywhere out of that one. And a nice little maneuver there by Violet, and Leenock falls right into the pit.
More and more links coming by Leenock. He is at a 10 supply lead, with the Infestors about to pop out as well. It's going to be quite nice. Both of them do have the Infestors on the way.
Oh my, right? Well, a couple of queens there at the third base. And one thing about Leenock is, of course, he's been able just to sit back. He hasn't been able to drone all that heavily because he's been continuing the pressure, but the round of drones has come in right then. Violet's turn to now push out on the map to see what's there. He sees a couple of banelings, not exactly what he wants at all. An extra queen there just hanging around for no reason, but there is a nice detonation, and a second one comes in. The Infestors are now out, bungling like 2 lings, which is not... Oh, the queen! Well, it's going to die anyway. What? Well, that's pretty astonishing.
Well,
but that was still 3
where's
it going?
Leenock,
No. Oh, he gets another fungal in there. Can he chain this up and actually take out all of the Infestors of Violet? Another fungal comes in, and down they go. And that's a great trade there.
That was definitely a mistake from Leenock that turned into a great thing, because those waypoints were from the Lings originally, which is why the Infestors just walked across there. But luckily, he turned it around. So get a bit of a lucky get off there for Leenock.
Certainly. Army supply is equal across the board right now. The drone count in favor of Leenock at this point. Upgrade count certainly in favor of Leenock as well, I would say. He's actually working on +2 ranged, and he also has +1 Carapace. Nice little run by here by Violet, just doing a little bit of damage here to the third.
Yeah, just a couple of drones went down, but both players have established themselves on 3 bases. Leenock is going to take a 4th as well now.
Leenock's got ahead of a lot of queens. Have you noticed that? He's actually on 6 right now.
Yeah, he's on 6 queens. I don't think he originally knew what he was playing against, whether it would be Spire or Infestors, so
Save the queen! There we go.
She was saved.
You can be an honorary Englishman.
Yeah, well, again, we're going to enter the phase of where both players will stabilize. We won't see too much action. We're going to have a couple of Ling run by, a bit of scouting information, a couple of drones potentially, maybe going for a queen. And they do get the one, but
Nope.
the ground.
Bye. Well, that's awkward, isn't it? Lings don't know what to do with themselves now.
Yeah, they go for drones and realize that they're going to get outnumbered anyway.
Yep.
2 come in the main hall. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's sneaky maneuver. Let's see if he actually manages to keep an eye on that. I think, oh, wow, that positioning is absolutely wonderful here for Leenock. If he can make that connect, that would be absolutely huge. In the meantime, the Infestor count is actually in favor of Violet, not by much. Oh, he missed it! Oh, wow, can he make this work? If he combines this with an attack on the 4th base,
well, he's showing his units underneath an overseer.
It's like,
now the Banelings are going. The Banelings are actually going to go in. Oh.
The Banelings, they're going for the minimal line, and a good detonation goes off, dealing with at least 4 or 5 workers there, and a great sneaky maneuver here from Leenock.
And he's at a 40 supply advantage here. He's got 28 roaches to 8.
That's a pretty good number, honestly, no question about that. Leenock's marching across the map with a huge force here, and he's just been consistently harassing his opponent. The 4th base is up, but will it stay? He's actually going to run right for the natural here. This ramp is a very risky place to be. 1-1 upgrades available on these roaches versus only 0-1 at the moment. A fungal goes down on Leenock, a second one, and Violet pops up with a huge number of Infestors here. Infestor Terrence raining down, and this might blunt Leenock's attack quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, Violet's going to win this fight, but there's a lot of roaches still on the map that are coming.
Definitely.
And drones are going down, which is going to lower the income. They're not mining. They're actually all going to die there.
Huge amount of workers killed already. 23 right here for Leenock. This is really, really good, and Violet is struggling here to try and stay in this game.
Uh-oh, these 3 Infestors. If they pin down these Infestors, they do get them too.
He actually launched that a little bit prematurely, unfortunately, and it didn't chain it properly, so some of those Infestors do live. But right now, Violet's starting to get aggressive, pushing his way in. Leenock is able to get to the 4th base, and
Leenock smells the win. He knows
really
it's so close. Queens are coming to 8 out with this last fight. Leenock is so close to potentially winning IPL 5 here. Units are streaming across.
It's looking really, really good for Leenock right now. Look at that, 30 roaches versus 18. Good Infestor count, 6 Queens come in. He charges on the ramp. He has no fear of fungal growth. A great transfuse coming down right now.
The Infestors are dead.
Oh, great focus fire by Leenock. He looks to take this series. 86 supply, 170 right here for Leenock. He's in the 3rd base. Violet has no answer. He's in the natural. GG! He's done it! After the longest tournament he's played in a long time. Violet is devastated, but Leenock is your IPL 5 champion!
Great display all weekend from Leenock, beating so many good players, undefeated really throughout this tournament, and he's just won a lot of money as well.
Yes, he has, and both of these guys are amazing. Excellent performance, taking it to the final map of the best of 8. Violet with an incredible show. Leenock just able to clinch that final game. All right, folks, we're going to have a quick interview right